sort of a videotape class. It's really no big deal. We're just going to have a flow. It's there. Let's come into child's pose. So bring your big toes together and your knees wide. Go ahead and spread your fingers wide apart and let your forehead land onto the mat. And when you arrive in this still position, you can just start to feel yourself land on your mat. Start to feel yourself generate a connection to your Ujjayi breath, just as a way to help you arrive, right? We can just set our whole life aside. Anything that's not happening on these four corners of the mat, we can set aside and just allow ourselves 90 minutes to just breathe, be with ourselves, and even bring in a bit of restoration, relaxation, some ease in the practice. So for those of you that are doing the 40 days, we have the anticipated fruit cleanse ahead. Seeing that this week's theme is all about taking time for yourself, taking time to restore. And that's actually something you can do right here on your mat as well. So as you soften any muscles that don't need to be engaged, particularly through your forehead and through your jaw, through your brain, and even the shoulders. Just allowing yourself, encouraging yourself to generate that ease as you start to build the Ujjayi breath. And that steady, even flow of your breath helps you to come into balance. It starts to enliven you and soothe sort of all at the same time. So we'll come on to all fours. Curl your toes under. Inhale, take an arch. And then exhale, send the hips back into down dog. Letting your head hang. Again, letting your fingers spread wide. And just feeling that flow of breath right here on your mat. Watching that constriction in the back of the throat. Observing that echoey sound that you make as you practice. And you'll just give yourself the time that you need to build that connection to your breath. So part of that ease with your practice is just observing things exactly as they show up. Observing the breath as it shows up, any aches or pains as they show up, and then just attending to that movement of the breath, feeling it, starting to fill these interior spaces in the body. Let's step the feet up to the hands, coming into ragdoll. Let your feet be parallel and hold on to your elbows. And allow your head to hang down. You might notice when you come into a pose, there's a lot of busyness, a lot of chatter in the mind. And that can just be another cue to go ahead and connect to that Ujjayi breath again. So restoring yourself is just noticing, oh my goodness, there's so much. My mind is so crazy busy. Let me just listen to this Ujjayi breath and continue this path sort of that in an inward fashion. Looking in and feeling this Ujjayi breath move as I look inside what's happening in this pose. Release your hands, bring your feet together. Your big toes will touch. Roll yourself up to stand. On your inhale, lift your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. We'll take 3 Om. Breath in. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, forward and down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Sit steady your gaze and fill up with breath. And empty out that Ujjayi breath. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gazing forward, step or float. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, dive up, look up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, chaturanga. Take up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Filling up on the inhale. Emptying out on the exhale. Again, filling up. Emptying out. Flatten the thumbs. Breathe it in. And out. And then inhale again. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, diving up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. And your gaze steadies, your breath fills you up. And out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Filling up. Exhale, knees bend. Feet to hands. Lengthening, heart lifts. And fold. Dive it up. Look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Deep breath in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Dive up and pull your belly in here and then fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, thumbs press. Downward dog. Filling up. Emptying out. Big breath in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Bend your knees, feet to hands. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Diving up. Look up. Fold down. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Just feel that ujjayi come in. And then empty it out. Again, inhale. Exhale. You turn the sits bones high. You let the thinking go. Again, inhale. Bend knees, exhale. Stepper floats. Lengthening. Folding. To Utkatasana. So feeling that restoration, like isn't that amazing? A power yoga class, but with a calm and an ease. So when you tuck the chin in, and you let the back of the neck be long, just letting there be ease in the joints. And then you start steadying your mind, you're looking at one point, and your senses are just poured into this posture. If you want more of a sensation, you can set low. When you listen to your breath, it's like you're just being really nice to yourself, saying, I'm only going to go as far as it's right for me. And your breath will tell you that. Moving the breath, encourage ease in your shoulders. Encourage a little opening, a little space in your elbows, and awakening the hands. Again, breathing in, and we'll fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot, warrior one. Just inhale to the top, look up. And lower, exhale. Coming up. Down dog. Left foot steps. Inhale, you rise up. Exhale to the earth. Just riding the wave of your breath. Inhale up and back. Filling up. Emptying out. Big breath in and out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Knees bend. Feet to hands. Lengthen, heart high. And fold. Sit down to chair. Look up. Fold it in. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot, warrior one. You rise to the top. You ride the exhale down. Chaturanga. Inhale up and back. Left foot, warrior one. To the earth. Connecting to your breath. You come up and back. Flatten the hands. Turn the sits bones high. And just feel body breath, just pulsing, massaging you from the inside out, and restoring, recharging your battery as you just pull this breath in, steadying your gaze, just being right here, landing. Again, breathe in, knees bend, feet to hands, lengthening, folding, share, fold. Inhale, lengthen, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, right foot, warrior one, shining up, heart to sun and to the earth, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, downward dog, left foot steps, you rise up, heart lifts to the sun, and then hands to the earth. Coming up again, and back, ha, breath in, and out. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Filling up, knees bend, feet to hands. Lengthen, hold, share, fold, lengthen, chaturanga, fueled by your breath. Up, go back, right foot shine to the top, here one. Let's open to warrior two. Breathe. And right away, you can let your gaze land to that right middle fingernail. And then with your mind's eye, you can explore this interior space of the pose. Just aligning that spine vertical, taking that spine to neutral. And then if it feels good, you can draw that right thigh level to the earth. Just go into your expression that restores you and heals you. Just playing right at your edge. And as we steady the eyes and listen to the breath, we're coming into sensation. Coming into just feeling a little bit out of the thinking. Inhale, reverse, right arm to sky. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot, warrior one. Warrior two. Gaze at left fingernail. And then dial that tailbone down to the floor and feel your spine just sink towards the floor. And then you restore and kind of recharge your battery as you breathe into your lungs. Just observing this moment exactly as it shows up. Nowhere to get to restore. You can just be right where you are. And it can just be like a shift in perspective. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Knees bend. Feet to hands. Lengthen it. And fold. Utkatasana. Uttanasana. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Third breath. right foot to crescent lunge. Now your palms can face one another, forearms parallel. And then as you gaze at one point, just feel how your breath moves. So you find that like middle path, that sort of middle expression where there's a lot of strength, then there's a lot of ease and let go. And that's when you're breathing, styling that spine straight up. See if you can be vertical here. Invite that in. Take a breath in, and now hands to your heart. Another breath in, and we'll twist, exhale. It's option to drop the back knee. Otherwise, you lift the thigh high, and you relax through your toes, and then fire up the back leg. You can either stay here or blossom those arms open. Breathing into the sensation you find, like you're massaging this pose from the inside out with your breath. Inhale, exhale. Again, breathe in, hands to the earth. Come up to 2, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse. 2 side angle, forearm to thigh, or dial that hand down to a block or the floor on the inside of your foot. Your right sits bone rolls underneath you, and you roll your chest up to the sun. Steadying that gaze and just feeling yourself connect. Another breath in and out. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot crescent lunge. So there's like this calm and this ease that could occur as situations come up and you just see them as they are. So when this pose comes up, or any pose, just landing your gaze, see it exactly how it is, and breathe. So it's that softening in, that melting into exactly what shows up, breathing into this pose. Nowhere else to go. Deep breath in, hands to your heart. Another inhale, and twist, exhale. As you fire up that back leg, it gives you some support in the pose. You invite in some space through your shoulders and your ears. And you see exactly how this pose is. Seeing how the gaze lands. Seeing how the breath moves. Nothing needs to be different. Just breathe into this. Another breath in. Hands to the earth. Warrior 2, inhale. Exhale here. Reverse, inhale. Into side angle. And to give you some support, you press into that back leg, like 90% of your weight shooting back. And then left sits bone tucks under. And then you just observe it exactly as it shows up. You do just enough to hold the pose, and then breathe into where you land. Another breath in and out. Filling up. Chaturanga. Chaturanga. Exhale. Heart bursts through. Up dog. Downward dog. Breath in. And out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Knees bend. Feet to hands. Lengthen it. Heart up. And fold. Inhale, diving up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Crow pose. Or an option to squat instead. In crow, you're in chaturanga arms. Your hands are about shoulder width apart. And you're guiding your knees around the upper arms. And just listen to sensation. Look at one point. Lift one foot off the floor at a time. Maybe another. For 3. For 2. And chaturanga, or meet in the vinyasa. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right leg to sky. Bend the knee and flip over. Feet press. Big toes press down and you shine back. Some delicious just space you create internally. Just breathe into that. Right hand comes back down to high plank. Step your feet together, right hand to side plank. Palm presses, and then you just shine your gaze upwards. With this electric breath, filling every nook and cranny, just recharging your battery right here. Another breath in, look up, chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, downward dog, left leg to sky, bend the knee, flip over. Your feet ground down and the hips scoop up to the sky. Just creating, inviting in that good space, yummy space. To a high plank, left hand to side plank, stacking the feet, shining up towards the sun. To your potential, to exactly how it is, right here, it's just right. Another breath in to chaturanga. Exhale. Oops, that's okay. Up dog. Downward dog. Take out your head. Relax through the hips. Make any noise you want. Like this is for you. Breath in. Knees bend. Feet to hands. Lengthening. Folding. Utkatasana. So the way I like to feel ease in the pose is I look for like joints that feel kind of jammed up. So Utkatasana has the potential to jam stuff up. So you could tuck your chin a little and that kind of relaxes your neck. You can even bring your arms a little wider and that can relax your shoulders a bit. Eventually the arms will be parallel, but just check in and see how you're feeling. Listen to how your breath is moving. So you're just nourishing yourself and enlivening yourself, a little bit of both. So your finger joints can be relaxed. Your shoulder joints can be relaxed. You hold the pose in your core, and then there's just like an ease and a lightness here. take another breath in. Let's come to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath in, and we'll sit back down, Utkatasana. Chair pose. Palms to your heart, breathe in, and now twist, exhale. So we get to relax through our mind when we come out of the thinking, and we come into the feeling and the observing of our breath. Your hips drop and the shoulders lift high. Your arms can blossom open. Just feeling the pulse, feeling what's available for you. Softening where you need, expanding where you need for 3, for 2. Last breath in and hold. Split your feet, hold your big toes, yogi toe lock. Inhale, lift halfway, elbows to the side and fold. Belly sucks in and up, and your crown draws down. And like that thinking, it lets go. No need to bring it into this 90 minutes. Let the thinking, the tension go. Fill up with breath. Filling up with the aliveness of this breath in this moment. Release your hands. Bring your feet together to Utkatasana. Breath in, and then hands to your heart. Breathe in again, and twist. Exhale. So I invite you to drop your hips lower than your shoulders, and then lift your shoulders higher than your hips. The arms can blossom open, and just listening into sensation. Very powerful to just fill up with that ujjayi. All other concerns fall away. Just trusting the sensation in the joints, sensation in the muscles. Another breath in, and we'll hold. Split your feet, slide your hands under the feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen the heart, and exhale, fold. Again, belly pulls in and out. Head drops down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. A recharge right here at the shala. Don't need to go anywhere. A little 90-minute mini vacay. Restoring, balancing in a way that suits you. Release your hands. Bring your feet together. And let's roll up to standing. Inhale, arms to sky. And right arm under, right leg over, Garudasana, eagle. You can draw those elbows up towards the ceiling. You can drop the thighs down to the earth. Playing that edge. Feeling. How is that breath feeling? Feet together. Inhale, sweep up. Left arm under, left leg over. And feet together, sweep up. Right arm under, right leg over. super highway of energy just riding up and down the spine, feeling that breath. Pulsing in every cell, in every nook and cranny. Feet together, sweep up. Left arm under, left leg over. Inviting ease. Inviting the eyes to land. Feet together, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Left hand to your hip, right knee to your chest. Utthita Padangusasana, so standing hand to foot. You can hold onto the big toe in Yogi Toe Lock and extend the leg forward, or you hold the knee. Right leg out to the side, left arm out to the windows. And then feel your eyes land. Feel your breath land just where you are. Then send the leg forward. Send the arms straight up to the sky. Breathe in. And then you fly back into airplane. Palms facing the earth. Your heart blossoming up to the sky. Feeling that light and that shine bursting out through the chest. Hands to your heart. Come to standing Tadasana. Feet together. Taking an inhale. And an exhale. Right hand to hip. Left knee to chest. Holding the knee or holding the toe. Extending the leg forward if that's you. Draw the shoulders back, stand tall, and then send the leg out to the side and turn your head to the other side. You breathe into this pose as if you had invented it to be exactly like it is right this moment. It's powerful, like just acceptance of exactly what shows up, breathing into exactly that. Leg out to the front, arms to the sky, breathe it in, and you fly into airplane. Your heart blossoming open, head and neck inviting in some ease. Breathing. Hands to your heart, come to stand. Take a breath in and out. Let's send the left arm out to the sky. Turn the right palm out towards the lobby and hold the foot for dancer. So when you hold the foot, it feels good to have the thumb facing upwards. Yeah. And then just go back, pressing the right shin to the back of the room. And you explore that sensation of the pose. Just listen to that breath in and the breath out. Observe your gaze land. Gently unwind to the other side. Right arm up, left palm faces out, holding the inside of the foot, and you go. Breathing. Push right. Unwinding. Other side. Beautiful. Nowhere to get to. Right? So many things in life may show up. I know it does for me, not the way I want them to. Sometimes, right? Powerful. Inviting the moment in as if you had invented it to be just as it is. Nothing to fight against. Just everything just to breathe into. Be with. Gently unwind. Let's step the feet together, hands to your heart, and just pause. Right? It can just be like 90 minutes of just observing. And the poses are just something to look at. Weight to your left foot, right heel up into the groin for tree. And we'll interlace the fingers and send the palms up to the ceiling. Feeling your gaze land again. Feeling that those palms press up towards the sky. You hold the pose by engaging in the abdomen, tilting the tail slightly down, and then feeling your breath filling above the waist. And then invite your gaze to look upwards. Just trusting that gaze to go up, and then looking up and right above you, up at the ceiling. Look up. Hands to your heart. Breathe in. Lower the foot down. Right foot grounds. Left heel rises. Hands to your heart. Interlace the fingers. Palms to the sky. You restore by filling with breath. By landing your gaze. Getting into that feeling, that sensation of the pulse. And looking upwards, trusting upwards to send that gaze right up above you, up to the sky. Right up at that ceiling tile, right above your tree. Hands to your heart, feet together. Step at the top of the mat. Feet together, hands to the heart. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot to warrior one. Open to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward for triangle. Hand to your shin or to a block. Invite that tailbone to dial towards the window, the mirrors. Inviting the crown of your head to extend upwards towards the front of the room. And then breathe into the sensation that arises. Observe the ease. Observe the aliveness, like all together. Strength. Surrender. Just immersed in this pose. Inhale and come all the way up. Turn the right toes to the windows, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the heart to the sky, and then fold down, exhale. Take your hands to the floor, shoulder width. Inhale, lift the heart halfway, and now draw your elbows back, fold down. If you happen to have a tripod headstand as a part of your practice, you're welcome to practice it here. Otherwise, take your hands into a chaturanga arm, dial the elbows back shoulder width, and then you draw the chest through the legs. Fill it up and empty it out. Thinking Let's go again and again. Trust me, it'll all be there after class. Give yourself this vacay. Nowhere else to be but right here. And let's come down from our headstands, holding on to the hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale here. Inhale, come up. Turn yourself towards the purple wall. So you can step the back foot in closer for Parsvottanasana. Hands behind you in reverse prayer. So the hands can lock up the back, flattening the palms, or hold the elbows. If you have a favorite bind, that's perfectly fine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold down. Your feet eventually will be as wide as they were in triangle. So if you want to explore the edges of the pose, spread your feet front to back. Then you feel your breath filling up. You feel the breath emptying out. You do just enough to feel the pose, to align the pose. And then just surrender your breath into the pose. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Breath in. Release your hands down to the floor, coming out of the bind. Hold on to your hips and come all the way up. Take your block on the outside of your front foot for revolved triangle. And we'll lift the left arm up to the sky and then reach forward towards the front of the room. Place the left hand to the block. The right hand reaches in line with the left arm. You're just stacking one arm over the other. Drawing the tail back and drawing the crown forward. And then feeding the breath into exactly where you are. Just land your gaze and observe. And allow that ease to come into the pose. Long breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, exhale, last breath in, chaturanga, exhale, upward dog, downward dog, ha, ha, shake it out, let it go, left foot warrior one, warrior two. Straighten the leg to triangle. So you'll feel the core support of the pose is from the abdomen. And then once you feel some length encouraged from the tailbone to the crown, you just land your eyes and breathe. Toes, breathing into your hips, breathing into every cell inside the pose. Feeling that heart rotate up, feeling like every part of the body is pulsing, this energy, this aliveness of the breath. On your inhale, you come all the way up. Turn your hips to the coral wall. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, heart to the sky. And exhale, fold down. You can let your feet turn in a little bit more towards a pigeon toe. Take a breath in. And a breath out. in of thinking, let go, just dialing up your breath. On your inhale, you come all the way up. Release your hands, turn the left toes to the front, Parsvottanasana, taking your bind. On your inhale, heart to sky. And exhale, fold forward and down. This is your time to restore. Just land exactly where you need to be. And breathe into that. Deep breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. Inhale. Release the hands to the floor. And let's come all the way back up. Blocks on the outside of your left foot. Inhale your right arm up. And then exhale, reach forward. Spine lands level to the floor. And then hand to the block. Oops. Going on the other arm, right arm, left arm up. And it's exactly as it should be. You encourage the hips to draw back. You encourage the heart to expand forward. And you just breathe into what shows up. That acceptance and that ease, that observation of your breath, that is the yoga. That's where you just relax with what is. You breathe into what is, and that's the connection that yoga is all about. You inspire to come into a pose, and then you relax with the pose just as it is. Observe it just as it is. That's the joining, that's the union of yoga. Another breath in, and then chaturanga. Exhale. Inhaling up dog. Downward dog. Breath in. And out. Breath in. And out again. Breath in. Let it out. Let's come into high plank. And we'll lower chaturanga. Come back into high. Into down dog. Take your right leg out to the sky. Lower from high. Go to high plank. Down to low. You can look forward. Back to high. Into down dog. Other leg up. Float to high. To low. To high. Down dog. Other leg. Coming up to high. Exhale low. Come up high. Down dog. Left leg up. High. Go to low. Shoulders right over the elbows. Yep. High. Down dog. One more. Switch legs. High. Stop when the shoulders are in line with the elbows. Yep. Go down. Yep. High. On. Down. Last one. High. Too low. Too high. Down dog. One more. Both feet in a high plank. Use your core. Use that power right in the belly to lower for 5. Use your legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo-hoo. All right. Head to the side. And you melt. Yummy floor. And head to the other side. And then bring your forehead to the mat. hands behind you, palms flat to the floor, and we'll lift up into Shavasana, locust. Draw your chin in again and breathe. Feeling that breath inspire, filling every joint, feeling that good space come into your pinky toes, into the back of your neck, into the shoulders as you open across the shoulders and arms, inspiring that breath to come in and let go. Head to the side, release, and then head to the other side. Forehead to the mat. This time we'll interlace the fingers, make a fist if that's available, and come up. Delicious breath in and out. Firing up this electric breath and energy, lifting you away from the floor and lower. Breath in, let it go. From here, we'll bend the knees and hold the ankles for Vinyasa. Okay, gather the knees back to be hip width, and then press your shins back to fire your chest upwards. Breathing in, feel that heart shine up to the front of the room. Feeling that burst of energy across the chest, open up to the front as you press your shins back. Feet rising up to the ceiling. One more breath in and lower. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. It's like 120%. Release. Back into Dhanurasana. Feet gather in hip width. You shine the shins back to the front. Soles of the feet rise up to the ceiling. This aliveness in the heart rises up and forward. Just breathe into how it shows up for you today. Playing right up to the edge, squiggling yourself towards that very edge of the pose, exploring right here. Another breath in and let go. Windshield wiper. Any side, any time. Push up onto all fours. Come onto your knees, and we'll set up Ustrasana Camel. You can take your hands to the low back, scoop the hips forward. Yeah, start with the toes curled. Press your hips forward, lift the chest up, and go back. And you could bring your hands onto your heels, but you're just listening to sensation. It's powerful to listen to the muscles, to the bones, and then we can get out of the thinking. And that is like a vacation in itself. Just following that breath. Follow how the pose feels. Letting the thinking go. Let's breathe. For 3. Chest to the sky. For 2. And into downward dog. Hips drop to the ceiling, head drops down. Breath out. Knees to the earth, back into camel. toes curled, or eventually the feet can be flat. The main action is scooping the pelvis forward, engaging the thighs. Yoga can be a powerful space to just feel. Just feel. You don't know what's available. You have no idea how this pose will show up. Just breathe into whatever arises. Trusting that very edge of the pose. Another breath in and out. Again, breathe in to down dog. Hips rise up to the ceiling. Head releases. Let your jaw release. Let your cheeks release. And then look at your hands. Step or float to your knees. Cross your ankles and lie down. Feet to the floor, coming into bridge. Feet in line with hips. Just take a moment, feel yourself land. Feel your feet land. And then when you feel ready, you'll start scooping the hips upwards towards bridge. And as you start out in bridge pose, just feel the sensation of what's happening on your head. Feel your feet land in the floor. Definitely those big toe mounds landing, the toes landing. And then just with your mind's eye, you just travel that awareness through your legs, through your chest. Feel this interior space. Gaze steadily at a point to land your mind. You can either stay in this first bridge, or if you're ready to take it into your first wheel, feel free to do that for 5 more breaths in bridge or into wheel. For 3, go right up to your edge, exploring something new, coming out of thinking, right into the feeling of the pose. Another breath in, and come down. 1 breath in, and out. When you're ready, come right back up. Bridge or wheel. Toes can turn inward, big toe mounds, ground down. Then fill it up with breath. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Tuck your chin and come down. Breath in, let it go. Bridge or wheel, this is your chance. Go right into what inspires you, what enlivens you. Breathing into that. 4, 5. For 4, you can even dial those elbows in, shoulder width. 3, 2, tuck your chin and come down. Take a breath in, let it out, and let's ride up again. Bridge or wheel. Just meeting it with breath. Nothing needs to be different. Just feeling that breath, filling up the space. Filling up this interior space of the pose. just right. For 3, for 2, tuck your chin and come down. Breath in, let it go. Coming back up, bridge or wheel. For 5, for 4, 3, shining that heart up. 2, tuck your chin and come down. Breath in. Breath out. Last one, let's come on up. Go right into it, just trusting, feeling. You can bring those feet parallel and ground the big toe mounds down. Breathing and nourishing yourself. Just breathing into this. Inspiring yourself right to your edge. Then breathing into that. Another breath in. Tuck your chin and down. Feet together, knees apart. One of my favorite things about yoga is it's awesome to come out of thinking. It really is, especially on a physical level. What can be so beautiful about the poses is we never thought we could do it. But you don't think your yoga, you just breathe and feel it. And for me, that's the most amazing gift of the practice. Let that brain let it just go. The thoughts come up, let them be just clouds in the sky. Oof, let them pass. Oh, another thought come up. That one goes too. And you just keep bringing yourself back to this thread of the Ujjayi. You get to know yourself from some place other than this chatter in the head. And then the poses can be a beautiful expression of something we didn't think was possible. Maybe for you that was crow or handstand, right? You just never know. And so you just practice that over and over on your mat. Just being open and available. Being surprised. Present. Take yourself into happy baby now. So we'll give the low back a yummy release after all that back bending. Holding on to the outer edges of the feet. And then you're grounding down through your sacrum. Your knees drop down into your armpits. You can let your chin tuck in slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. And now re-engage your Ujjayi breath here. Threading that inhale in and out. Eventually your ankles will be right over your knees. Your shins will be vertical. This evening out of the breath can have wonderful effects. If nothing else, it gives us something else to focus on than the chattering mind. That would be pretty much one of the main goals of yoga. Getting to know ourselves beyond the thinking, into feeling. And that can be our restoring, our vacation. Having a break from what we think about the other 23 hours of the day. Just following the breath in, following the breath out, and then trusting that when it comes time to address whatever it is that shows up, our yoga practice will help us to be present, make good decisions, act in a way that's reflective of our center, our unconditional love, patience, right? trusting you can get back to whatever that thought is later. Just breathe where you are right now. And then give your knees a squeeze. We'll send the legs straight up to the sky. Allow your left leg to hover about halfway along the floor, foot is flexed. And then take your hands under your neck, elbows wide, and we'll pulse straight up to the ceiling. So right leg is straight, left leg is about halfway down, and we're just going straight up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both legs up, drop the head, and then switch sides. So right leg to hover, and we exhale to pulse up. 4, 10, 9, you got it, 8, elbows wide, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs up, drop your head and neck, switch sides, and 10 more. Go for that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just switch for 10. Last side. 9, 8, 7, 6. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your knees. We'll take the legs straight up now. Straighten the legs, feet together. Now you can have your hands under your seat for an added support. The other option is to let your arms be by your sides and lift the head, neck, and chest and reach the arms forward. We're going to flex the feet and then lower the leg 1/3 of the way for 3 breaths. They could be very long breaths. Let's just take 3 of our breaths and then lower the next third. And just you could notice, right? Are my shoulders getting tight here? Kind of relax through the upper body. And then we'll take 3 last breaths at the bottom. Look at your toes and wiggle them for 3, for 2, and come up. Squeeze your knees and rock yourself front to back 3 times, landing in both. And coming right up into Navasana, drawing that heart right up to the sun, feeling again that aliveness, that energy in your pose, heart lifting up for 3, gazing up 2, and then from here, cross your ankles, hop your hips up, and come back in a boat for 5, chest up, 4, 3, 2, cross your ankles, hands plant, and then back to boat. Last one. For 5, even a hint of a smile feels even better. 3, chest up 2, and then cross your ankles, step or shoot back into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Shaking out the head. Inhale, right leg to sky. Right knee into pigeon. Lift your heart up. And then lengthen forward and down. And dial that left hip to come down along with the right. You could reclose your lips and just reconnect into that Ujjayi. And just guiding yourself inward. Creating that hollowy sound, that echoey sound on the breath. Allow the shoulders to relax. Bring your hands around your shoulder. Smooth out the inhale and the exhale. So you do just enough to create the shape of the pulse, and then you breathe into the pulse. Being in the moment, being in the sensation exactly how it is. Whatever arises. A lot of situations where it's a lot of extra work to fight against what is. In your yoga, this pose could be an opportunity to practice just being with what is. Not to say you don't always do it already. It's a nice, useful habit to cultivate. Flowing with this inhale as it comes, following it in and following it out. And following the next breath as it comes in and following it out. So that thread of attention on the breath is part of what guides you deeper than the thinking and the mind. You could stay in this position or take your back leg and swing it around to come into double pigeon. So you would walk your hands in, swing your back leg around and stack the ankles. Feet are flexed, your bottom shin comes forward slightly. You can lift the chest up and then fold down again. Sort of a lengthening as you lower. Definitely a listening in and then breathing in. Whatever that sensation that bubbles up, just breathe in. Nothing needs to be different. Softening, being with what is, that encourages the body to let go. Making your way back into down dog. Feel free to vinyasa from high plank into low, into up dog if you choose. Meeting back in down dog, left leg to sky, left knee into pigeon. Take a moment to lift and open the chest, and then lengthen forward and down. Reclosing the lips. Re-vibrating that breath into the Ujjayi. Just listening in, inviting in, softening right here. That you choose that quality of let go. permission to pass. And back to the breath. Observe your ribcage expand. Either stay in this position or swing your back leg around into double pigeon. Keep stacking the ankles, sliding that bottom shin forward, grounding down through the sits bones, and then folding forward and down. Sacred, powerful space that you make on your mat. Knees four corners of the mat, just restoring yourself with this connection. Connection to your breath. Connecting to that place deeper. Knowing, intuition, center, whatever word you use to describe it. That even sort of balanced space you may feel after class, where it's moving more and more from this space, peeling away anything unnecessary as the bubbling thoughts just fall away. Come more into breath, more to this connection to a deeper part of yourself. Beyond the bubbling, chattering mind. And we'll come out of the pose, coming onto your back. Send the legs up and over for a brief visit in shoulder stand. You start in Halasana Plow or Vipariti Karani with your hips on a block. From Plow, you can take your hands onto your low back and send your legs upwards, big toes together. Ujjayi again. Allow the gaze to steady. And just feel. Down into Plow. Using your hands to slowly lower you back to the floor. Hands under the seat, legs extend for Matsyasana, fish. Lift your head, neck and chest off the floor. Drop your head back. You can gather the forearms, the elbows in, and lift the torso off of the earth. Now, big toes together, feet engaged, big toes touching. Breathing. heart lifting up. One more breath in, and tuck your chin and come down. Right knee to chest. Either hold it there or draw it into a twist. Right arm out to the side. Back to center. Left knee up towards the chest. To the twist. Back to center. These can come in for one last squeeze. And then straighten your legs for Shavasana. Thighs roll open. Your palms turn up. And go ahead and take a breath in and a sigh. Another one. Breathe in again. And a sigh. And we rest. Do nothing. And just receive our practice. take our hands to the heart. Just feel the spine elongated. Taking an Om together. Breath in. Thumb knuckles to the third eye. Together we say Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So if you're part of 40 Days, we have an awesome thing coming up today with juicing, and there's a juicing expert who's going to come and talk to us. And